Greetings, friends. Thank you for joining us for the Anti-Fascist Variety Show, Solstice Edition. This is the second one that I have put together. The last one was at the Mercury Cafe, which is a great anti-fascist space. Love them. Right now, a lot of us are not going out in public because one of the best things you can do is make sure you don't infect people with COVID-19. So, more power to you if you are keeping it chill. Important to support our local businesses, but also very important to not infect people, particularly since COVID-19 is having a devastating effect on communities of color. So cover it up if you go out, if you have to go out. I'm still not really going out, not booking shows in public. This is the first show that I have put together since the cookie crumbled, and it's a bunch of videos. So I hope you enjoy them. And up first, I am going to have a very pleasant piece by Ryan Rulin, who is a multimedia artist who lives in Tucson, used to live in Denver, and helped send really great talent my way when he was still living here. He runs a tape label called Shadow Trash. Check out Shadow Trash Tape Group online if you get a chance. They're really great, but I really enjoyed this piece. I'm just going to preface it by saying a lot of people think what we're going through is a drill. It's not a drill, but you're about to see one. Soothing. That was entitled 3-Minute Drill. The next thing I'm going to show you is not very soothing. I filmed this on the cell phone as well as shooting a lot of photos. Maybe a week after the last anti-fascist variety show, which was in February. Way before the cookie crumbled, way before the COVID shut down and people went into retreat mode or I guess whatever else people have been doing since then. Before the amazing protests. But yeah, a lot of us have known that neo-Nazis and alt-right groups are a huge problem here in Colorado, and I happened to be at the convention center because I heard Proud Boys were there, and I tried to talk to security about getting them removed from the Bernie Sanders convention, and I heard a lot of stupid liberal stuff like, well, they got a right to be there, they're not bothering anybody. They were threatening people, okay? But, yeah, I ended up, like, seeing them walk by after they decided to leave or got kicked out or whatever happened. I think they actually just decided to leave. I don't think anybody had the cojones to actually kick them out of the Colorado Convention Center. I had some words of security there. I used to work for that company. Some words, yes. Never work for them again. Hopefully they don't get any more contracts there. But, yeah, I followed the Proud Boys out of the convention center, so this might be triggering for some people, but it happened. So I'm going to show you this. Your friend Claudzilla, your host Claudzilla here. I don't know if I can promise you anything. I definitely can't give you everything. But I can give you Everything is Everything by I'm a Boy up next.
Not too much more about it. I just can't live without it. We are all pieces of the sun. It's a cliche when I say everything is everything. Everything is everything. Being mad at everyone. From broken point right back, put me on the right track. We are all pieces of the sun. I know that you're tired, but I'm right. Everything is everything. Everything is everything. Is everything.
Well, I've known the Rare Birds for a little bit longer than I've known Jimmy. And Jimmy from I'm a Boy and Rare Birds are both part of the last anti-fascist variety show. It was an honor to host both of them as well as other most excellent performers. But the last show that I booked at a venue that is now defunct that I don't really feel the need to name here. I had both Rare Birds and I'm a Boy on stage as part of that show, and that show was really great and really special, and they'd finally put decent lights in over the stage, so my photos of all the bands came out beautifully. And then right after that, that venue just kind of pooped out. So I enjoy the good times as much as they come my way, or I can make them happen. If you don't like the Rare Birds, there's probably something wrong with you. And yeah, they're not part of tonight, but I booked them a lot, so here's like a little snippet from a show earlier this year that I booked in Aurora. Love them Birds. They played the last show I booked at Bowman's, the last Weird Wednesday I booked there in March before the cookie crumbled. Bowman's is great. Yeah, that other venue, I don't know. Part of being anti-fascist is sometimes you're going to make people really uncomfortable, make people really angry, and end up doing things that are not terribly convenient because your principles are your principles and they are immutable. So yeah, the other venue, I'm not going to talk about that other venue anymore, but yeah, it was kind of stressful that I realized that they were offering a platform to Nazis and they weren't going to stop, and they were also treating musicians poorly, and musicians are some of the poorest people that there are. I mean, most of the people that I book, they don't make most of their living off of music. We all have like day jobs, so we don't get to be like, well, I'm a musician, I make most of my money from music, give me all this COVID relief money. I mean, that's not us. All right, we wait tables, we have various jobs, we teach your children, we have various jobs where we're like more or less working class, and we also do music because we can't help it. I mean, I tried to stop doing it a long time ago and that didn't work. I have a new single and B-side. I haven't decided which one's the A-side and which one is the B-side, but it will be available for purchase at Wax Trax soon. If I put it online, it's going to be 3 times as expensive, and you're not going to get the excellent cover art, which is still a work in progress. It looks like Demented Child created it because I've never let my questionable visual art skills stop me from making questionable visual art. Up next is a live performance of a song dedicated to Mr. Arlo White of Hypnotic Turtle fame that I wrote for his birthday, and it's part of the single that you'll be able to get from Wax Trax soon. One side is Crow and the other side is Haunted House, and I don't know which side I'm going to call which, because it's a CD single anyway, you guys. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter! But here is Haunted House by Claudzilla. My brain is a haunted house. I can compose in ink, I think. Gray world can't shut my mouth. It stinks, that's why I drink. My brain is a haunted house. Castles collapse, dreams go away. This universe is heading south. Death and decay, are you okay? My brain is a haunted house. Can't write songs and listen to songs. Fascist scum makes me say ouch. Don't watch TV or take rips from bongs. My brain is a haunted house. You help other creatures shine. Please help the kooky goblins win. Different of mine. We are together right now to make sure that tolerance is exercised. And not everybody that I book in the anti-fascist variety show is going to be a fan automatically of everybody else I book in the anti-fascist variety show. Tolerance needs to be exercised like a muscle. So this is our workout session. The anti-fascist variety show allows these muscles to be exercised. Might be a little bit sore, might feel a little bit raw initially, but with more practice, we will be able to put up with each other more. And anti-fascists are pretty tolerant as it is, but we all have limits, and we need to constantly push up against those limits so we're better at what we do. If you are interested in supporting any of the performing artists that you have seen here, all proceeds that are donated to my Venmo or to my PayPal will be split equally and very publicly between all performers. I'm also going to encourage people to donate to the Southern Poverty Law Center. They do a whole lot to fight racism and hate groups. So my Venmo is at Claudia-Woodman, and my PayPal, I don't know, like search for my name. It's Claudia Woodman. I think you'll be able to find it that way. I don't know. I just joined PayPal. And the Southern Poverty Law Center definitely deserves donations, sustaining memberships. They send you a lot of interesting stuff to read. You can end up knowing enough about hate groups to have really bad nightmares. And I'm sorry, but you don't get to learn about racism and feel great about stuff. I mean, that's not the way it works. It's very disturbing that we still have these problems, but it's all of our responsibility to know as much as we can so we can solve these problems. You don't solve problems by being like Pollyanna and being like, oh, everything's fine, it's not a problem. Why can't people just be like civil, blah, blah, blah? That, clearly, that has not worked, and it's not going to work moving forward. So, the evil it's pretty evil. We need to face it, and we need to fix it. So, music is something that helps us get through, and I have another I'm a Boy track up for you next, and then there's going to be one more thing. So, I'm going to put this on, and then, I'll introduce the next thing, and then we can call it a Solstice Anti-Fascist Variety Show.
found me. Don't move for a while, you start gathering dust. Memories of your caress finally found me. Liberates everything but the two of us. So it was, it'll never change. So it is, it's always the same. So it was, it'll never change. So it is, it's always the same. Almost as one, more like 1,000 things coming apart, but putting them back together. Listen up and fly straight with your eyes on the next one. Steps heavy, but your mind is light as a feather. So it was, it'll never change. So it is, it's always the same. So it was, it'll never change. So it is, it's always the same. It's always the same. It's always the same. It'll never change. So it is, it's always the same.
That was Dangers of Happiness by I'm a Boy, and the final offering this variety show has for you is called You're a God by Elk Minister. Enjoy, thanks for joining us, and we'll be back in about 3 months.
Hello everyone. I'm so happy to be with you right now. The past few months have been very hard on me, as they have been on you. I'm hoping that this video will bring you some joy. Gerald and I had a blast making it. I'm honored to be singing for you and to be dancing for you. The song that I'm about to perform is called You're a God and a Monkey Too.
On the Thank